up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Halloween the Game Multiplayer Overview.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers.
He looks badass.
In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet.
Heck yeah!
Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town, but he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step
that is so cool! You can go into first-person mode
behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions. An effective killer always keeps
Dang though, did he just kill that person with a frying pan?
Their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base move.
Okay, so when he turns red, does that mean that he's been spotted or that you've been hit? Because that's a little confusing.
Movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including Shape Dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum.
That's cool!
Shape Jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit Shape Jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight. The light may provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off light,
what the heck was that flashbang?
Cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts.
Oh, that's cool.
Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself.
Yeah, good luck
Thankfully,
with that.
Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't worry.
How the hell? It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Survive the
While
night.
Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet an untimely end.
This game does remind me of Friday the 13th of the game. That's what the Halloween game is. The Friday the 13th game. Only just with a few different tweaks and differences.
This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield. offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night.
Okay.
As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death. And when death comes to your little town, it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places.
Oh, so just like in the Friday the 13th game, when you try to contact the police.
Or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the
Yeah, sure, there's safety in numbers.
innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape
Ooh,
routes.
okay.
The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact location. So what happens in the likely event that a civilian becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature? Well, their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis.
I knew Dr. Loomis was gonna be in this game somewhere. Just like in the Friday the 13th game where you can call and contact Tommy Jarvis. You can do the same thing with Dr. Loomis.
Once they've re-emerged upon the streets of
Oh,
Haddonfield,
heck yeah!
they can
We're
cooperate with
getting
the
Dr.
remaining
Loomis
civilians
gameplay!
and responding officers to try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't
Ooh, that's a really good impression.
be killed with enough community resistance, the proper
Damn!
equipment, and sheer manpower, he can be detained and shipped back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium.
Heck yeah!
Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror standoffs. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the scares, we're building a multiplayer experience designed with replayability at the forefront. We'll have more details to share regarding character progression, character traits, customization, proximity chat, and more thrilling gameplay features in the coming months. But we can't wait for all of you to join us when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
Yeah! Let me know down below in the comments, what did you think of all of this? And are you guys going to be getting the upcoming Halloween video game when it releases? And with that, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace!